Hi, welcome back to BitWise. Recently, Ethereum had a big upgrade from proof-of-work model to proof-of-stake consensus mechanism called the Merge. Today, we will talk about some potential risks, but before that, you should understand some details of the upgrade. We have a full episode on this, refer top right card. After that, come back for this discussion. Please support us by subscribing, liking, and sharing. Thank you. According to Ethereum co-creator Vitalik Buterin, the merge marks about 55% of the development work set to be done on the network. Ultimately, the goal is to make the network more scalable, sustainable and secure while remaining decentralized. The merge eliminated the need for proof of work, enabling the network to be secured by Ethereum staking. Staking gives Ethereum holders a chance to collect rewards by providing the necessary computing power to validate transactions and secure the network. This also means that since the merge, all transactions on the network are now being validated by Ethereum stakers instead of miners. The second major shift triggered by the move to proof-of-stake is the diminished issuance of Ether via rewards to validators for their efforts in preserving the network, resulting in Ether becoming a deflationary asset. Currently, Ethereum's staking mechanism only accepts deposits that cannot be withdrawn. At the moment, billions worth of Ether is staked on the network, and stuck therein, until a withdrawal feature is added by Ethereum's developers down the line. What does the merge mean for Ethereum miners? The network now uses proof-of-stake to validate transactions, thereby rendering Ethereum GPU mining largely unprofitable if not completely obsolete. The Ethereum network's mainnet has relied on proof-of-work since its genesis, with miners validating blockchain transactions left and right. However, Ethereum's proof-of-stake layer, or the beacon chain, uses builders who bundle transactions together and validators to verify transactions. The amount of cryptocurrency a builder or validator owns will determine their ability to select or validate blocks. In a bid to make the network more sustainable, the merge combined these two layers and adopted proof-of-stake fully, making Ethereum mining an unproductive way to earn rewards as validators are now more incentivized to preserve the network. The network previously held around 95% of total GPU hashing power, allowing miners to validate transactions and earn rewards. Under proof-of-stake, a validator's cryptocurrency is at stake, which acts as a disincentive for them to act maliciously. Following the merge, Ethereum's hash rate has also noticeably dropped to zero and has stayed there since. Generally, lower hash rates mean that a network is using less computing power to add and verify transactions on a blockchain. In the case of Ethereum, the drop in hash rate is mainly because miners have either turned off their rigs or switched to other proof-of-work-based cryptocurrencies that are more profitable to mine. How does Ethereum's new consensus mechanism work? Whereas miners in a proof-of-work system put their capital at risk by investing energy to validate a block, validators in a proof-of-stake system put their cryptocurrency at stake. In order for a validator to be up and running on the network, they first need to deposit 32 Ether into a smart contract. Once deposited, the funds are locked and the validator is ready to begin staking. The staked Ether serves as collateral, meaning it can be destroyed if the validator acts maliciously. There are also other ways to stake Ether aside from running a validator node. One could participate in staking via a centralized exchange, join a staking pool or delegate staking via a staking service provider. The validator is essentially responsible for checking the validity of new blocks propagated on the network, as well as creating and propagating new blocks. Some of the benefits of a staking system are after the validator executes the transactions in the block, they check the signature of that block to confirm its legitimacy. If it is a valid block, the validator sends an attestation, or vote, for that specific block across the network. Under proof of work, mining difficulty dictates block timing. However, in proof of stake, the tempo is fixed into slots, 12 seconds, and epochs, 32 slots. A validator is randomly selected to serve as a block proposer for every slot, during which this validator will be responsible for creating a new block and sending it to other network nodes. What are the risks and flaws of the Ethereum merge? One of the foremost concerns regarding the merge is that of centralization. Another potential concern is the risk of scams, as the general public may not be aware of how the merge works. A fundamental flaw in the merge is that it will likely increase the concentration of power within the network. The more valuable a staker's position is, the more they will be rewarded for validating blocks. This could lead to a situation where a small number of wealthy individuals or groups control the majority of the stake and have disproportionate influence over the network. 5 major organizations control 64% of the network's stake. In the event of a contentious fork, these organizations could collude to choose which chain to support, potentially censoring transactions or double spending funds. Already, critics are debating whether the merge is a rich get richer scheme that will entrench the power of current stakeholders. Since staking will be required to earn interest on one's Ether holdings, those who cannot afford to stake may be priced out of the market. This could lead to increased centralization, as only those with large amounts of money would be able to participate in staking. It's also not uncommon for scammers to take advantage of big transitions such as the merge, pretending that users need to do something, usually involving giving up tokens, to upgrade. Wallet upgrades are also a potential source of scams, as users may be tricked into downloading malicious software masquerading as an official update. Lastly, miners who have been mining in Ethereum's mainnet for years may yet decide to continue on Ethereum's old chain. After all, many of these miners have likely incurred huge electricity and hardware expenses and may feel that they have more to gain by sticking with the tried-and-true mainnet. This could lead to a split in the community, with 2 competing versions of Ethereum running concurrently. While this scenario is unlikely, it's still a possibility that investors should be aware of. So what do you think? Drop us some comment below. Thanks for watching till the end.